right, good morning, world. I am Natalie A.N. Elliott, and a sex therapist in the Atlanta area. And this is my fabulous team of clinicians. So we have Sherry and Phelps. She is our resident couples therapy, and she specializes in high conflict couples. So if you think that there's a therapist out there that can't handle you, Sherian is the one. She can handle you. And then we have our fabulous intern, Jessica Addison. I'm so excited to be indoctrinating her into the sex therapy world. She had her first erectile dysfunction case yesterday. And so I'm just so excited about that. It's a wonderful Friday. My voice is almost back. It will let me know though when I need to shut up by way of a coughing fit. So if I go off screen or if I have to mute myself suddenly, that's what's going on today. So today's topic, and then of course, ladies, as you take the topic, tell us how you're doing. Today's topic is how to heal a broken heart. Um, and so yeah, I'm a throw with that. I'm a throw it to you guys. All right. So Sharon, we'll let you take it first. How do you help your clients heal a broken heart?
You know what I always say is just let them feel it. And we just take it one step at a time, one feeling at a time, and just really process, even processing what the meaning of the breakup means. Just
Hmm.
almost look at it as a grief. It's a loss of relationship, and
Yeah.
it's okay to be sad. So sometimes
Yeah.
people struggle with, because I got my heart broken, why am I sad? Like,
Yeah.
if something untrustworthy happened or something like loyalty was not, if it just
Yeah.
wasn't like an amicable breakup, it's always like, well, if this person did this to me, why do I miss them? Why do I want them
Hmm.
back? You know,
Right.
and so they
Right.
get really confused and caught up and stuck there, and just help them process through that
Yeah.
and see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, definitely. So I think one of the things that also cause like cognitive dissonance for some people is when they chose to break up with the person or they chose to leave the person and they're struggling with heartbreak. Did I do the right thing? Because I'm hurting so bad. I feel like I did the right thing. My mind tells me I did, but it hurts so bad. I didn't expect to hurt that bad. All right, Jessica Addison, how would you help somebody walk somebody, hold somebody's hand through a heartbreak? What are some like key things you want people to know that are
I was
struggling
gonna,
with heartbreak right now?
I was gonna say what Sharian said, it's like a grief, it's like a loss almost when
Yeah.
you lose someone. And when you first lose someone, you don't want to hear it's gonna be all right. Because at that moment, it's not gonna be all right for them. So kind of meet them where they're at in their feelings and talk with them through it. And one thing I don't want them to feel is it's my fault. I should have did this better because everything happens for a reason. So if
Right.
you're like a hopeless romantic and you feel like this is the umpteenth relationship that I tried and I can't get anywhere,
Yeah.
every loss is like one step closer to your person. So
Yeah.
celebrate it almost like, okay, this didn't work out. That means I'm closer. I'm
Yes.
closer to that person. So
Yes.
seeing it in the positive aspect.
Yeah. Oh, that's such an excellent, excellent point because I know, I've had several conversations with clients over the years, and they're just like, okay, this means I should never be in a relationship again. This means relationships aren't for me. This means that I'm just destined to be alone, that this is as good as it get. Me and my dog, me and my cat, me and my bird, me and the trees outside, like this is it. And so I do want to tell people keep hope alive. Like keep hope alive that when you're in the pain of it, please don't make no big decisions about your life. The like period. No matter what you're in pain over, like when you're in pain is not the time to make any type of life decision. Let's wait till we kind of heal, and if not heal 100%, at least get out of the like throes of the like crying every day or anything before we make any decisions. And I would like for you guys, everybody, me included, to see it as okay. I didn't get it right there. What can I learn from it so I can get back out there and try again? You know, the only way you're going to get to that relationship, that your forever relationship, is that you keep trying. So unfortunately, even though there are 1,000 books on relationships, most of us don't read any relationship books before we jump into a relationship, right? I got to tell you, I'm a therapist. The only reason, no, that's not true. I read relationship books before I was a therapist, but really, some relationship books, like maybe the Gottman books, the really good marriage and relationship books, I really didn't read them before I got in a relationship. So a lot of us don't read anything. And so really we're just trying stuff in relationships, and we really don't know like kind of what to do. We're like kind of feeling it out as we go along the way. And so, yeah, you're going to make some mistakes and you might not know it. And yes, you're probably going to blow up a relationship here and there, or relationship is going to blow up on you here and there. And I need you to know that's kind of part of the process. Like there are every now and then you'll hear about the couple that met in high school and now they've been married for 88 years. That is not how the majority of this works. Okay. That's like what I would say one couple out of 1,000, maybe with that. The majority of us are getting in relationships saying, oh, this ain't gonna work. This ain't feeling good. Let me get out. Okay. And now I know this about me. Now I know this is the type of partner I need, and trying it again. All right. Let me turn it over to y'all for my voice revolts on me. So Sherry, what's that bringing up for you?
Well, just pretty much everything you kind of been saying, that things will
Hmm.
happen, life lessons will happen.
Hmm.
How do you kind of, you know, understand yourself in these moments?
Mm,
Understand, and learn more about yourself. Even through the heartbreak, it will still teach you something about you. And since I'm, really attached to childhood emotion, you know,
hmm.
understanding what feelings this is bringing up for you from your past and what's overwhelming you the most about the breakup could sometimes be linked to childhood emotions of abandonment, rejection,
Yeah.
sometimes even embarrassment, and
Yeah.
just really get down to the underlying issue that you have with the breakup itself. Um, and know that you're gonna experience feelings in life. So you're not invincible to feelings, whether they're sad,
Right. Right.
bitterness, resentfulness. We don't always, that doesn't make you not a positive person. That just makes you a person that's going through some it.
Hmm. Like feel the feelings. That's a good one. I always think of the movie. It's two movies I think about when I think of feeling feelings. There was this movie, I can't think of it, but it's the one where golly, I can't think of it. I can't think of the name of it or the actors. Jack Nicholson is the guy, and he like has a heart attack while he's having sex with this lady, and you just see her on the beach just crying and crying and crying, like after they broke up and everything. And her daughter is just like, why go through this? Like, why would anybody ever want to be in a relationship and go through this? And she was just like, it's all part of the process. Like you have to feel all of your feelings. And then the other movie that comes to mind for me is Inside Out. It's a little cartoon movie where the girl has to feel all her feelings, and we like take the good and take the bad. And you can't keep the bad from happening, or you can't blunt the bad feelings without blunting the good feelings. And so like feel all of the pain. And I know that's hard to say. Nobody wants to be like I was at one point in my life, like on the bathroom floor crying in the fetal position. Like nobody wants that, but it is part of the process, and the sun will rise again and you will find somebody else out there again that you like. And so, and that likes you, but it is going to take some time and effort. All right. Jessica, what would you say the stages of heartbreak are? What do you think?
It depends if you're the person who like broke up with a person versus the person who
Mhm.
got broken up with.
Mhm.
But first, if you're the person who did the breakup, you made this conscious decision, you might feel like, okay, I made the conscious effort, I got that part out of my life, I can thrive
Yeah.
now.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're familiar with the routine and a person, sometimes you start to miss them.
Mm-hmm.
And let's say if you want to kind of get yourself together, you want to go back out there and mingle a little bit. Sometimes you can have this relationship mindset. So where if it's not coming quick, then did I make the right decision? Was I supposed to stay with the person that I'm with? So you might go through a depressed phase of missing, looking at memories, thinking about things, and you're kind of torn between, do I really want the single life or do I want to get back in a relationship with that person?
Right.
So you start self-reflecting, and some people might jump back with the person
Mm-hmm.
and see, did I make the right or wrong decision? And sometimes you're like me in those situations, the first 5 minutes that I'm around you, I remember why I broke up with you in the first place. I'm like, no, not gonna do it. But it's just the trial and error of seeing, is this right for me? Is this not right for me? You're going to miss someone. Don't think that you're just Superman or Wonder Woman. I broke up with you. I don't have any feelings. I'm good. There's going to be a part of your life, whether you go to bed at night, that you're going to miss them because it was a big part of your life. So don't think if I miss that person, I made the wrong decision. Or if I don't feel any type of way, did I make the right decision? Because it's completely natural. So
Yeah.
I'll say it goes from you feel exhilarated, empowered, then you feel kind of depressed, and then you start to reflect.
Yeah.
What do I need within myself? What do I need in future relationships? How do I need to approach things?
Yeah. Thank you. All right, Sharon, what would you say the stages of heartbreak are?
Acceptance. This is
Okay.
okay. You have to accept that you have broken up with this person. You have to accept it's a possibility this person don't really want you anymore. You have to accept that you may not really want the person anymore. Please accept that you have broken up with a person. I think that's the whole stage. And it's really like the stage of grief. Then you get angry. Then you start bothering. What could I have done different? Is there some stuff I could have did different in this relationship? Then, it's just a never ending cycle until you either to me, it's just all about acceptance. That's just pretty much all of it. Because when you can accept it, then you can focus on healing. But when you're thinking about all the what ifs, I mean, that's infinite. We can sit and think about what else forever, and you would never know instead of just zeroing in on what has happened.
Right.
This and sit with that for a minute and don't deal with all the possibilities. Because then it'll just make your grieving stage longer, your anger longer. Because they'd be like, well, what if they got another girlfriend? Well, what if they never really loved me in the first place? Well, what if this? What if that? So now you don't even know what the hell you need to accept because you got all these possibilities that you don't even know. Like you could go on like that forever. They endless.
Right.
And so just accepting and dealing with the facts in the situation so that you can make a decision. Even if you make a decision to reconcile or make a decision not to, at least you dealing with really what happened.
Yeah. I want you make me think of people who are beating themselves up for maybe a mistake that they made or they should. You can't change the past. So just learn from it and move on. But please don't be sitting there just kind of beating yourself. I shouldn't have did that. I should have known better. I should have. I know a therapist says like don't should all over yourself with that. And that's with that. So please don't do that. And understand that it takes time. It takes time to heal. And so depending on the relationship, and also you may also be grieving a couple of things. You could be grieving the person, the relationship you had with the person, the lifestyle you created with that person. You may be grieving their family, their children, the future dream that you had for each other, um, what you guys did together. If you guys decided, sometimes couples break up and they're like, you get to keep the church and I'm gonna go to another church. So you could be grieving your church family. Like there's so many things and that
The
that
pets.
could cause the pets, say that again. Because I know so many clients who was like, oh, my miss my, my fur baby. Um, so so it makes sense that you're crying. It makes sense that your heart is broken. It makes sense that you're hurt. And so I just want you during that heartbreak time to take care of yourself, to be patient with yourself, to be compassionate with yourself, knowing that this too shall pass, knowing that wounds do heal, knowing that time does heal wounds. If there was a fast way to get you guys through breakup, we would do it. Just because I hate to see my clients hurt. Like I hate when I'm seeing them, they're on my couch, they're crying. I'm in the chair across the room and I'm just wanting to fix it for them. And so if I could fix it, I would. If I could invent a pill to take away heartbreak, I would. I don't even know if that would be good for you guys because
Mm-mm.
you need to feel the feelings. But I would. But it is a process. I've seen it take anywhere from 6 months to a couple of years with that before people are ready to kind of date again. I would ask you, I think, to work through it faster, making sure you're talking, oh, y'all, it's a deer in my yard. Making sure you're talking to a therapist or a friend or somebody where you're saying the things out loud. Also, journaling every day will help you work through it faster. I saw a guided imagery not too long ago on healthjourneys.com. I'm pretty sure it was like healing heartbreak. And so listening to that every day would help you work through it faster. Faster is still not going to be fast because it's a heartbreak, right? There's a lot of pieces we got to put back together. We got to figure out our new grounding, our new life, what it looks like without this person. But you can kind of actively work on healing with that. All
I
right.
had
What would
something,
you?
Natalie.
Oh, please do, because my voice.
I have seen a lot of people once they break up with someone and they see them either doing something better, like being more productive by themselves,
Hmm.
or they have another partner, then they start feeling like, well, maybe it's me. Maybe I was tripping. Maybe you are this person, or they feel like they're being this great person without them and you owe me something. Like, I showed you this great person, I try to uplift you, and now you're being this great person without me. You owe me that because I put in a lot of work, a lot of time in this
Mm-hmm.
relationship. So you start operating out of possession instead of love. Like, you're mine, you
Oh,
owe me
girl.
this. So when it get
Yeah.
into that, the love is taken out of context. So
Yeah.
when you go through heartbreak and then you start seeing that person like create a new business, start being the thing that you beg them to be, more comforting, be more affectionate, be that way to other people, then you start thinking about like, okay, well, is it me? And I put that bug in your ear. I planted that seed. How you taking that and you're being that with someone else? No, you owe me, or
Yeah.
I'm gonna make you suffer. And then you have to start thinking somebody's gonna be whoever you want them to be relationship wise for the right person. And if that person don't want to change for you, maybe you don't need to be with that person in the first place.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm gonna put something else out there. If a person has to change for you to be okay with them, I want you to look at that because that's gonna leave you powerless every time. If the only way you can be in a relationship is that the other person has to change, you gonna be hurt a lot.
Or
So
if you
our
have to
only
change.
power is that's what I
Mhm.
was gonna say. Our power is that we can work on changing ourselves. The good news is, though, usually when we change ourselves, things around us change and the people around us change, you know? So now all of a sudden, I've decided, okay, I've got to change. This is my power. I hate the way our mornings go. And so I wake up and now I'm like, good morning, Sherry. And I'm so glad you're in my life. Thank you so much for the things that you did for me yesterday. All right. Is that not going to change the dynamic of our relationship with that? You know, if and so the power is in you with that. And so realize the power is in you. Um, yeah. And so much I'd be wanting to say like to the world with that and to myself. Um, and now I forgot what I was gonna say. Just that quick. Oh, making sure you're getting the gift that every relationship will give you some type of gift. Sometimes it's gonna feel like it's a gift in dirty wrapping paper. Like, I don't want this. Okay, I see the gift in it now with that. And so I think that's one of the ways when you know you will be when you're healed, like when you're ready, is when you can say, I don't like that relationship or I don't like what happened in it, but I'm thankful that I did this or I got to do this or I'm through this or now I know this. Like I've learned and I've grown and now I know better moving forward, you know? I, yeah. All right. What else? What's coming up for you, Sherry?
Well, I just wanted to think about what Jessica was saying about the suffering, because a lot of times I get a lot of clients that they are afraid that their partners are getting off easy because they
Yeah.
believe they're not hurt. But they'll
Yeah.
choose to say angry and mad because they don't want to let it go yet until they know that they're suffering. So I always say to
Right.
them, do you really think you're big enough to make this person suffer?
Right.
What about you is so big that you're going to be able to make this person suffer?
Mhm.
This is relative anyway, right? Like you're never gonna know if they're suffering or not anyway. And so
Right.
like a lot of people really get caught up on if I'm not this way, or like how she was sort of explaining how it then evolves, the broken heart
Mhm.
then evolves into a set of very
Yeah.
unhealthy emotions. And it's just really all because you want to make sure that you're not letting the person off easy for breaking your
Right.
heart. But then you just really complicate things more for yourself.
You got a good point. And a couple of my clients, when we're talking about like overcoming heartbreak, and and they'll get kind of fairly healed, then maybe their ex partner finds a new partner, and so they're feeling a myriad of thoughts and emotions. But usually, one of the main ones is, "I'm still hurt and broken. How have they moved on?" You know, people are different, people heal differently. So, one of the exercises that I take my clients through is imagining, as painful as it is, imagining that ex partner is getting married, imagining that ex partner is moving on with their lives and maybe having kids or doing whatever phase of their life they're in. And that really kind of helps my clients kind of move through those emotions, because what we want is at the end, you to be able to be thankful to that partner. Thank you for being in my life and teaching me what you did for that time period that we were together. I send you off with peace, love, grace, light, everything, so that you can have a wonderful life, so that I can have a wonderful life, right? Like kind of karma. Like I want to put good out into the world. But it's hard. It's definitely hard. It's definitely hard to say, okay, I'm wishing them well with that. But I
Yeah.
think once you can do that, I think you will have a new sense of freedom. You know, because now you're not scared you're gonna run into them in the store, scared. Like my cousin say, never let your ex catch you looking like a mess. Like you can just kind of move with a little bit more freedom. Like, I hope they good, I'm good, we good, with that. All right, last thoughts. Thank you guys. This was a wonderful conversation today. So,
Every
okay,
time I
last
think about
thoughts.
every time I think about breakup and people like holding on to sadness or staying in the bed or bitterness, I think about a,
Mhm.
a quote a pastor I went to a church a long time ago told me, "You can't drink poison and expect the other person to die."
Girl, that's a good one.
So
That's a
that
good one.
always sticks in my head.
No, that's excellent. That is so excellent. It is. Okay, share your last thoughts.
Um, I'm having brain fog.
It's okay. You can pass if you want to.
Yeah, I want to pass because I don't think I have a last thought.
Okay. My last thought is this too shall pass. This too shall pass. And so when when you're like on the cold floor of the bathroom crying, like you can't get up, if you can just remember this too shall pass. This too shall pass. That. All right, fabulous ladies. Y'all have a fabulous day. Thank you guys for your wisdom. All right. All right. Bye, world.
Bye, everybody.
I hope you enjoyed our content today. We are here at Atlanta Sex Therapy to serve. If you did like our content, please like, subscribe, and share it with a friend. Also, click the little bell so you can get notifications when we put new videos out. People don't know what sex therapists do, and we're trying to get the information out there and spread the word. So I'm going to ask you to send this to 3 people because you never know who may be in need of more good information about sex. Thank you, and just have a wonderful day in life.